Peace is possible. We let our minds get hung up on things that aren't really real issues to cause us to worry. Why can't we let our minds get focused instead on how we can experience peace and joy in the trials of life? I hope you are well on this weekly encouragement day. Thank you for this opportunity to join you for today's weekly encouragement episode. Jesus is the only one that makes sense. Sometimes our world doesn't make sense in the larger scope of life's problems. Jesus knows the storms are coming. Yet, one story in the book of Mark records that Jesus was asleep on a cushion. Jesus planned to be at peace, though he knew the storm was coming. So he had a cushion. He had a preparation for the storm. We have heard people talk about leaving the church, even recently, but they are talking about people mostly. People they claim they have encountered in church. There are some people who get hung up on the thought that there are too many people in churches who are hypocrites. We might quote to others in different contexts that it takes one to know one. Using the excuse of hypocrites in church doesn't hold water because in opening our eyes, we see similarities in ourselves, and church is actually a healing ground. There are going to be people with problems because that's who the church is called to. We are also called to love those who hate us. This opens our eyes to the fact that Jesus had a way of living that was lighter and more freeing. Joy is a pervasive sense of well-being regardless of circumstances. Quote from Dallas Willard: "This allows us to laugh, even laugh at ourselves. I realize life is hard." That's the title of the book, highlighted in today's weekly encouragement, and written by today's guest who actually has autism. But laughter is healthier than being wrapped up with anxieties. This is a thought-provoking quote from Anne Lamott. "Peace is joy at rest, and joy is peace on its feet." You are going to hear about people who are making a difference through medical missionaries, as today's weekly encouragement presenter is closely associated with CURE, C-U-R-E. CURE provided 18,000 surgeries last year and brought Jesus to real people. The world needs difference makers like you and I. This work is joy and peace because experiencing and sharing the love and hope we have in Jesus is joy and peace. By working in this way, we become the antidote to angry and anxious hearts, and we can shine as a people and as a nation like a city on a hill. We can't view joy and peace as arrogance, but rather as healing and trusting God who knows the end of the story. Just like watching a game on TV that has an unexpected turn at the end, when you rewatch the game, you aren't anxious and angry at the TV because you know the end of the game. What a privilege to follow the one who knows the end of the story for each of our lives. We must remind ourselves that this life is a spiritual battle. Memorize scripture because you can take it with you wherever you go. We're playing from a really strong hand, wherever you're playing the game from, because sometimes wisdom wears a softball uniform. See if you catch the really great story about this in today's weekly encouragement episode. I'm praying for you because I love you. Please learn joy and peace in your everyday life through everyday circumstances. Create spaces for good things to happen, even when you can't see the good things happening.